Coming up on tonight's episode of the Beaver Sports Show, we've got sports trivia, as usual, as well as great debates at the round table and information on Beaver football players doing great things both on and off the field. You're watching the Beaver Sports Show on KBVR TV. Stay tuned. Well, welcome to Spring Term's first episode of the Beaver Sports Show. I'm your host, Audrey Wiltz, and alongside me is Alex Crawford and Jacob Nokes. How are you both doing? Alex, Jacob?
I'm a little bit tired. Late night last night, but
right.
Excited for a new term, the final term for me on the Beaver Sports Show, so I'm very excited.
Well, I'm glad we're getting going.
You don't have to pretend to be sad.
No, I'm sad. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. Jacob, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for our new crew this year. We have a lot of good crew members, so it should be an exciting term.
I know. I'm really excited to get started. We are definitely way into spring term here at OSU and at KBVR TV, and well into a lot of sports action going on, both in season and out of season, which is great. First, we are going to start with sports trivia. Mary Johnson and Jeff Lowe went out on the OSU campus to test the knowledge of students walking around. Take it away.
What's up, guys? It's Jeff Lowe out here in the MU Quad again for another edition of the Beaver Sports Trivia. We're going to go see if we can find some people to interview, so let's get it going. Who was the last Beaver to be inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
Oh, I have no idea.
He played for the Supersonics.
Oh, it's Gary Payton. Gary Payton.
Yes. Actually just happened last week. Where do the Beavers rank in the latest top 25 baseball poll?
12th?
A little lower. I'll give you one more try.
14th?
Baseball? Are they 6? I have no idea.
5th.
Okay.
What was the last Oregon State sport to claim a Pac-12 championship?
Baseball?
No, baseball season's still going on.
Oh, like.
It was a winter sport.
Swimming?
Wrestling. Basketball.
Women's gymnastics. Okay. When and where is the Beaver spring football game?
Here?
Well, like what date? Yeah, research, but what date?
I don't know.
It's the 23rd.
Where at?
Research Stadium.
You got half of it right. It's the 26th. Good guess, but women's gymnastics. All right, final question. When and where is the Beaver spring football game?
When and where? I don't know when.
Okay. Do you know where?
I'm guessing Research Stadium.
Research right, and it's on April 26th. Okay. All right, thanks for coming out, Jason.
Thanks, Jay.
Okay, were you recording? Okay. For the Beaver Sports Trivia Show, I'm Jeff Lowe. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, you guys. Kimberly Parkin and Britt Held went to check out the Beaver football team's spring practice to see how they're looking before tomorrow's spring game. Here's the story.
Hey guys, Kim and Britt here. Today we're at spring practice and we caught up with a couple of the football players.
Today I caught up with junior running back Teron Ward and redshirt sophomore running back Storm Woods. Take a look at what they had to say. Hey guys, I'm here with redshirt sophomore running back Storm Woods. Thanks for being here with us today.
No problem.
So you had an incredible 2012 season. You redshirt your freshman year, 940 yards rushing, 13 touchdowns. Where do you go from there?
You know, Coach Riley preaches and Coach Braswell preaches there's no ceiling to getting better. So definitely want to reach 1,000, get more touchdowns, just be more productive and a better leader for the team.
Mm-hmm. And what about the overall mentality this spring? How has it been on and off the field?
Guys are really, you know, their mentality's changed. People want to win. You know, we came up short in the Alamo Bowl last year, and everybody's mind is on the National Championship or BCS Bowl. So either one, and we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Over the years, did you have any upperclassmen take you under their wing, show you the ins and outs of the program in order for you to be as successful as you can be here?
Yes, off the field it was more Marcus Wheaton, Jordan Poore, you know, taking me out with those guys, just showing me around the Corvallis. But on the field, the most part was Jordan Jenkins. He played running back here for 5 years. Just told me the ins and outs of the blocks, holds the hit, and just keys to be successful.
Mm-hmm. And let's talk injuries for a second, because there were quite a few last season. Any this spring that would be noteworthy?
I'm not sure right now. Isaac's been sitting out a little bit, but we know he's going to be back to full health. Scott Crichton and Rich Mulaney, you know, we're praying for those guys. Ty Anderson, hoping those guys get back so we can have our full-fledged offense.
Friday's game day. Walk me through what game day looks like in the shoes of Storm Woods. Start with when you wake up.
Okay, I wake up, you know, I check my phone, a lot of text messages, FaceTime my mom and my girlfriend, and we get ready, go through meetings and stuff, come to Teron's room, mess with him a little bit, watch some football, and then we go on a Beaver walk, which is exciting. You know, hundreds of Beaver fans just lined up parading for us, and then it's go time. I pick my favorite song, listen to it, and get out there and make some plays.
Awesome. Well, Friday night, under the lights, at home, can't get much better than that. What are you personally looking to achieve from this spring game?
I want our offense to be fluent as well as defense to make plays, so it's sort of a gray area there, but mostly just offense be fluent, playmakers make plays, and no mental errors.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good luck this week. Hey guys, I'm here with junior running back Teron Ward. Thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you.
So the 2012 season was an incredible season for you guys. You guys had a lot of positive vibes and energy going. How do you keep that energy going through spring season?
Just building off last season, you know, like you said, we fell on the Alamo Bowl. I think that kind of motivates us to do better each and every practice. So just motivating each other each and every day to get better. There's no ceiling on success. What's
spring been like so far?
Spring has been good. As an offense, we've been clicking. We got a lot of returning players, you know, so kind of like been there, done that, just trying to sharpen our craft and get better each day. But it's been nice.
What have you personally been working on? How have you been working on your game? Any specific goals you've set for yourself?
Just to know the playbook even more than I do. I know it pretty well, but you can never learn it too much, you know, and just sharpen my cut, sharpen my hands, and like I said, just sharpen my craft so it's sharp every day on Saturday.
This coming fall, you will be a junior and upperclassman. Do you find yourself stepping into that leadership role?
Yeah, man, it's kind of weird to be an upperclassman and people looking at you now, and when you're used to being a young guy looking at the older guys. But, yeah, I'm ready to step in. You know, I've been here for 3 years now, and it's just my time to take the ropes and lead this team to where we need to be.
Friday's game day, spring. What are you looking to achieve from this game?
Just to come out fired up and ready to hit and ready to play and make sure there's no mental errors. You know, that's a big thing in the spring game. It's physical, but mental errors are the big thing in the spring game. So if you have 0 mental errors, that's going to be a good success for our offense.
Awesome. Well, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, Britt, for that awesome interview.
It was awesome.
And we'll see you guys back in the studio.
The football team will be under the lights at Reser Stadium tomorrow night at 7 p.m., and the spring game will also be aired on the Pac-12 network. We'll be right back after this, where we sit down with Malcolm Marble and Stephen Christian of the football team. Welcome back to the Beaver Sports Show. I'm here with Malcolm Marble and Stephen Christian of the football team. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you? Pretty good.
Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Thanks for both of you coming on the show. We're going to talk to them about some things other than football. I know everybody's been talking to you guys about spring practice and the spring game tomorrow. It's a lot of hype even in the off season, you know what I mean? But I want to talk to you guys about what you're doing outside of football. Malcolm, let's start with you. I heard about a launch party that you guys just had at Urban Laundry here, right off campus on Monroe Street. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and a little bit about your clothing line?
So, if you don't know, I started a clothing line called Just Too Nice Clothing, and had a launch party this last Saturday. It went very well. Sold a lot of clothes, got a lot of publicity. A lot of people found out about it that didn't know about it, and it's just another step towards success.
Good. And when I think we talked to you last year on the show about Just Too Nice and what you're doing outside of that, how have other people come in to help you out, or how has this whole Urban Laundry thing came to be? Like, what steps were taken to kind of grow the clothing line bigger?
Well, just me, myself, just keep going forward with it. A lot of people have noticed, and when you're doing stuff like that, people want to help you. And just met one person that introduced me to another person, and then I assembled a team that works hard, and they helped me out. So, I mean, that's just how it happened.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad to hear that it was a success on Saturday, and, you know, the clothes are still there, aren't they?
Yeah.
At Urban?
And they'll be there.
Good. So, Just Too Nice Clothing, go check it out at Urban Laundry anytime. So, Stephen, you've got something coming up, not just happened, but going to happen the day after the spring games, so this Saturday.
Yeah.
A lot of people know that you're an artist?
Slowly but surely. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you see on my Instagram, Facebook, like I post pictures of all the stuff that I do, but other than that, I don't like advertise it.
Right. So your art show on Saturday,
Yeah.
I heard it's going to be for charity, which is
Yeah.
good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on Saturday with your art show?
Well, on Saturday, I'm going to be hosting my first art show to benefit the American Cancer Society, because normally every year I try to do some sort of charity event to, you know, go towards cancer, because a lot of my family members have been stricken with cancer, and a lot of my friends' family members have been as well. And so normally I do like a charity run or the Relay for Life, and I do just about like 15, 16 miles for that. But with our tight schedule and everything, I just don't have the time to train for that kind of workload on my body.
You've got football going on.
Yeah.
So.
And so from then on, I was like, okay, I'm getting really into art, and you know, Corvallis is like a very art cultural type of place, so I figured I should just tap into that environment and just see where it takes me.
So do you want to give all the fans watching some details on the art show? When does it start? Where is it at? I heard club level of Reeser, correct?
Yeah, third level of Reeser Stadium. It starts at 5:30. The doors open at 5:30, and trying to get everybody, you know, situated. And we'll have a guest speaker, Coach Mike Riley, will be speaking at 6 o'clock, and it'll run till about 8 o'clock, if not later, and just hopefully have a good time and just let all the proceeds go to a good cause.
Very cool. Well, I think it's great that you guys are both doing stuff outside of football. It's really nice to see, and I know the community loves it too. So go check out Just Unite Clothing at Urban Laundry on Monroe Street. And this Saturday, if you've got some time this weekend, be sure to make it out to Reeser Stadium, listen to Mike Riley, see some of Steven's art, as well as a lot of art from the community. We'll be right back after this commercial break. All right, and we're back. That was a great interview. I really enjoy hearing things outside of sports with athletes. You know, it's kind of nice to get away from that.
Get to know them off the field and on the field.
Right, and I know we've been talking about football, and I think it's because it's the spring game week, you know, but we're going to talk about that a little more in everybody's favorite segment, the Beaver Roundtable. So question one for you is the quarterback controversy. Again, I know we talked about this at the beginning of last football season, and it's coming back now that spring ball is getting finished up. You know, we're talking about who's it going to be. Will they be able to split time during the season, or should there be one quarterback only? What do you guys think?
Do you want to start this one off?
I'll start this one.
Okay, go ahead.
I say you have to pick one QB and stick with it. I mean, if you look at elite programs like Oregon, they had the quarterback controversy with Marcus Mariota and Brian Bennett last year.
And they picked one.
They picked one, Mariota. They stuck with him all entire year, and obviously they were very successful. So I don't think it's fair if you switch back and forth, like say Mannion had one better week and then Vaz had a better week. You just have to stick towards one quarterback, stick with him the entire year, and I think we'll have a better year because of that.
Well, I'm in complete agreement. I think, you know, the old saying goes, you have two quarterbacks, you don't have any quarterback, because, and you've seen two quarterback systems work. I think it worked pretty well at Northwestern recently. Michigan State's talking about maybe doing one. But the thing, in Mike Riley's offense, the two quarterback system won't work. He doesn't run the kind of offense. He runs a pro-style offense, and you don't see pro teams going with the two quarterback system. And don't bring up Mark Sanchez and Tim Tebow, because that wasn't a two quarterback system, and it failed. So they got to pick one. I don't care who it is. Both quarterbacks bring a lot to the table, but you just have to pick one. That's, I mean, the old saying, if you have two quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback. It's there for a reason. Pick one. Mike Riley's offense is not a two QB system. I don't care who it is. You got to pick one.
Right. And
if you had one running quarterback and one throwing and passing quarterback, then it might be different. But Vaz and Mannion, they have such similar games. You just have to pick one.
Right. And I know last season when this controversy came up, it was kind of a situation where people thought, oh, maybe it's, they'll fuel each other and they'll want to fight for that position, so they'll work harder to be better. That's just, obsolete now?
That's happening right now, and that'll happen in fall camp too. But during the season, I just think for continuity on the team, you got to have one quarterback.
Right. Okay, understood. Let's switch gears and go to baseball. Now, last week we were ranked #1 until this past weekend when we fell to Washington 2-for-3 on the series. With the way things are going, the way things are looking, how do you guys think, what are our chances for hosting regional this year? I know that's always on Beaver baseball fans' minds.
Well, I think that it's very likely. You see, they give 8 national seeds, and then there's 16 regionals. Last year, there was 2 national seeds from the Pac-12. Whoever wins the Pac-12 this year is going to get a national seed. And even if the Beavers don't win the Pac-12 and they don't get a top 8 seed, I still see them finishing in the top 2 or top 3 and getting a regional. And I seriously think the Beavers are going to win the Pac-12. I think they're going to get a regional. I think they're also going to get a super regional.
So you don't think this weekend shook them up a little bit? You think they'll continue on strong?
No, they're one of the top 5, top 10 teams in the nation for a reason. They'll bounce back just fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
And like Crawford said, we haven't been out of the top 8 all year. We're #5 ranked right now, and our next 6 games are all at home. We have a great pitching staff, great bullpen, and we have 2 All-Americans in Michael Conforto and also Tyler Smith. So I think we're good to go, and I think I'm going to go out on a limb right here. I'm going to say we're going to host a regional in Corvallis.
No, I think that's not even that bold of a pick. I think that's very reasonable to say right now. And if I was a betting man, I'd bet money on a regional and eventually a super regional because the Beavers are that good this year.
We do have 3 away games at Oregon, though, so I say we have to steal at least 1 or 2 of those.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the Beavers won to after that embarrassing loss earlier in the season.
Right. Exactly. Right. Yeah, I think they're hungry, and I'm excited to get a couple of them on the show here in the next few weeks. So
yeah,
it'll be very good. So ending the roundtable tonight, I know we're keeping it short and sweet, but what do you guys think the series is going to turn out against USC this weekend? What do you think? How is the baseball team going to do?
I'm going to go in my closet. I'm going to get my broom out because it's going to be a sweep. I'm going to predict a sweep. I think they bounce back after a tough weekend up in Seattle.
All right, all 3 games. Jacob, what are you thinking?
We've been a little inconsistent of late. I'm going to say we win the home opener, and we're going to lose the middle game, and then we're going to end with a win. So I'm predicting game to game. But we're going to win 2 out of 3.
I think that's good. Yeah.
All right, 2 out of 3. All right. Well, that's all we have for you guys tonight. We've got a sports-filled weekend full of baseball, softball, track and field, as well as, like we've been mentioning, the spring football game to cover. So we'll see you back here next week on the Beaver Sports Show. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good night.